I'm James Spann. This is the morning edition of the Weather Xtreme video for Tuesday, the 3rd day of August. And yeah, you know, we're going to say it's going to be hot. There's going to be a storm somewhere, and that's about it in the short term. But we have a tropical storm on the board now, and we think later in the week the heat backs down a little bit. Let's look at some of the Skycam shots around the network. We'll start with the Opelika Skycam down in Lee County, where parts of that county picked up 3 inches of rain yesterday from a slow-moving thunderstorm. Good for them. There's the Birmingham shot this morning. Had a nice storm at the TV station. We're down in River Chase in Hoover, and had some minor flooding problems there. And in Jasper, that's the shot there from the King Building. Well, you know the deal. We've talked about it for days and weeks, and it's still there. The upper high. You see those things getting going in July and August, and that's nasty heat. And of course, the thunderstorm areas, the MCS blow-ups, are on the north part of the heat bubble this morning. Look at the actual observations. These, of course, are from OZ last night, and that's nasty. The height at 500 millibars over Birmingham, 5,970 meters. That's approaching 6,000 meters. That's as high as it ever gets, and that's just bad. The actual warmest air aloft is still west of the state. Notice the temperature in Birmingham, -4 Celsius. You go to Shreveport and Little Rock, and they've got -2 Celsius. So that is really the core of the heat bubble out there, but still, it's brutal. And look at that. That looks like some kind of cancerous thing, doesn't it? The heat peaked around Wichita, Kansas, where their high was 108 yesterday. Little Rock at 106, Monroe, Louisiana, 106. And around here, you can see the wedge coming in from the east, helping to cool things down over Georgia and the Carolinas and extreme East Alabama. Some of the folks, in fact, our sky watcher at Collinsville had a high only at 90 degrees yesterday. We can be thankful for that. We're just kind of on the flank of the heat bubble. Convective outlooks, we'll show you these. All of the risk areas are up north. That's today. Tomorrow, look at upper New England up there with a slight risk in day 3, which is Thursday. A risk from Kentucky up to parts of West Virginia up toward Pittsburgh. QPF chart numbers have come up a little bit. This is the expected rain valid through Saturday evening at 7. And that's in response to an expected increase in the number of scattered showers and storms later in the week. Thursday and Friday, as you'll see. Hello, Colin. New tropical storm on the board out there in the middle of the Atlantic. And a closer look at that, you can see convection has flared a little bit. It's fairly disorganized, but the guys at NHC believe that their satellite schemes warrant an upgrade this morning. This will not be a Gulf storm. Colin will be passing north of the islands and curving up toward the pole in about 4 or 5 days. And this obviously is a very good candidate for recurving into the open Atlantic, not bothering any landmass. No lock on that yet. There's the official track from the Hurricane Center. They're not going to commit to a northeast recurve at this point. They've got it late Saturday night, again, a little west of Bermuda. Still leaving the option of a bend back toward the east coast of the United States, and it is awfully early in the game. We all know this could all change, but with the trough expected to form over the east coast, that would seemingly want to sweep that thing out to sea. There's the intensity scheme, and again, most of the models keep this thing as a tropical storm. Only one brings it up to a Category 1 hurricane. There's the problem. You can see that there's 40 knots of shear in the path of that thing north of the Leeward Islands. Maybe a little more favorable once it passes that, but again, it will encounter stronger winds off the east coast of the United States, so conditions are not ideal for this thing to really be a major problem. But again, there will be more where this thing comes from. Let's look at the GFS, the OZ run, valid at 1 o'clock today. Just nasty heat. 594 ring all the way from Phoenix to Daytona Beach. I don't think it'll be any different from yesterday. The hotter readings near the Mississippi border, where triple digits are likely. The lower readings near the Georgia border. And again, there's going to be some storms out there. There'll be some big ones. I mean, these will be awfully strong. Lightning, maybe some strong straight-line winds, microbursts, the whole package, so watch out for those. Same thing tomorrow. Thursday, the heat ridge weakens a little bit with that big shortwave north of us. And Friday, you can see the trough over the east coast. And down below that, a surface boundary north of us over Kentucky. And there seems to be a pretty decent chance of an increase in rain on Friday. Bring it on. Saturday, starting off the weekend, the front hangs up near Huntsville. We stay in a pretty moist air mass. Sunday, the front just dissipates. So for the weekend, kind of climatological weather, low to mid-90s with scattered showers and storms. But Monday of next week, it's back. The heat ridge rebuilds. It won't go away. There's Tuesday. Not as strong as this week, but still, it looks pretty hot. And that's just the way it goes. It's August in Alabama. Let's go deep in the month. This is the 18th, and the heights are not as bad. That's a 588 ridge instead of a 594 ridge. And down below that, a pretty good pool of moisture. So, again, evidence that just maybe this is the peak of the summer heat right here. We sure hope so. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 or so today. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening. ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.